Hello everybody and welcome to episode 54 of the Chesterfield of Dreams, and today break time from the league is very much over as we play the currently 19th positioned Middlesbrough FC in a early season relegation six-pointer. We have home advantage, but as you can probably tell, we haven't made full use of it so far in the last few games, but we will have a difficult period of games coming up as well. After this one, heading into December, you can see our relegation rivals Villa and QPR are also playing against the other. Cardiff versus Sheffield United there, and you got Swansea against West Brom, and pretty much all the other teams are in and around us or not. So we'll just take a look now at the league table. It's not too bad, but it's not great either. We're on 15 points courtesy of 3 draws in a row. It's only 2 points from safety. QPR have a game in hand, which must be taken into consideration. Aston Villa are threatening to be cut off the league after only 13 games, but it's very early days and I certainly wouldn't rule anyone out so soon. Manchester City have taken the league lead away from Liverpool. Chelsea and Manchester United overtaking Watford. Arsenal and Newcastle 6th and 7th there. Fulham doing extremely well, but you can see a win here could take us into the top 10 or even further. It's a phenomenally close league. Nearly half the teams have only won 4 games, and Man United and all have only won 6 or 8, so it's insanely tight. And from top to bottom, really, our home form is pretty decent. You can say we've only lost twice at the Don Valley, but away again, it's not too bad. But we've played 7 games and only won 1 of them, so something will have to give there. The schedule looks like this. You want to know what I'm talking about? So when we played Tottenham, we were beaten in extra time, using up some of our backup players and first teamers in a difficult 120-minute game, and that left us a little bit vulnerable against Chelsea, but we were only 4 minutes away from a point. It would have been unfair, it would have been a little undeserved, but Chelsea, courtesy of a Leo goal, got them the victory they needed, and unfortunately we had to play the second half with 10 men thanks to Rasmus Stephenson getting sent off, so that made life very difficult, but we persevered, and now we find ourselves against teams that we should be getting results against, and we've been unbeaten, but we've yet to win a game so far in November. So you can see Villa, a bore 0-0 draw, probably the one that got away from us. I think we deserved to win, but they were dogged and they got a point, which is not too shabby. But Stuart Pearce is their manager, and he's one guy I just cannot beat, nor what I do. And then tricky away ties, first to the King Power, where we got a late draw out of Leicester City. Nakayert scored in the first half, and then Yairo Mensah received a cross box pass from Lee Griffiths and slotted home to save our blushes. And yet again, Captain Marvel, who I mightn't have told you, I've given him the armband this season, and yet again he is carrying the team thanks to a penalty this time against Watford. It was a 1-1 draw on this one. Mapu Yangambiwa scored from a set piece, and then Mensah got a penalty. It's a very soft one, but we'll take it, and we got another point out of that game, but it's one we probably should have won. And now we play Middlesbrough and QPR on consecutive days. It's a Tuesday night game, which will affect attendance dramatically, I think, but we'll have to give it a go. We must get a result of this game, because if we don't, the Barrow will overtake us in the table. Here's a look at the team. Just a bit of injury news through Ben Wagstaff. He picked up a twisted ankle and is out for another few days. Tom Bertram's come back from injury, but he's not ready yet. And then Kenji Gori was away on international duty, and he will start today, which is crucial for his confidence, since he hasn't played that much. And Yairo Mensah has to be benched today as he's quite tired. But this will be my first 11 today. We're going back to a 4 at the back. It's a gamble. We haven't won with this formation in quite some time, but I feel we have to take the initiative in this game. We can't risk another 0-0 if we can at all avoid it. I think we need to go for a win, get our confidence back, and pull away from that relegation dogfight. So let's have a go. Let's see how we do. Middlesbrough will be delighted to take us down a peg, so we have to avoid that and try and get a very important 5th win of the season. My minimum objective is yet again to get 10 wins or more and complement those with a few draws wherever we can. We've only got those 3 in a row, as I mentioned, so we'll try and get those 40 points however we can once again this season. So Middlesbrough, I don't know about their injury news, but they're 4-4-1-1 today. They've got the likes of Josh Brilliante, Hector, Husband and Ayala playing for them, so they're not to be underestimated, but we'll see how their fitness appears. They're in reasonable form. They got a win over Aston Villa, which is something I failed to do. We should take that into consideration. I haven't actually bothered to stop this, but I'm sure you guys will want to see how these guys are doing fitness wise. We're going to go hard on a good few of them. He's not great, he's fine. Not great, not great. I think they're just about in the... yeah, that's pretty poor for Palmer. I think they'll just about get by, but we have a fully fresh starting 11, and it didn't make a difference against Man United. I thought it would, but it didn't. So we're going to turn that off and leave everything else as is. We are the favourites, so we need to give a barnstorming performance, or else the fans will start to get frustrated at us again. We can't risk that. And we put on the sounds, ready for kick-off. It's Thomas Forza leading the line today, and a little bit of rain as we finally reach the kick-off, and hopefully it'll be a good game, but one we have to win. I cannot fathom a loss in this one, that's for sure. We're unbeaten in 3, but we haven't won in 4, so to each their own, whichever side of the glass you want to look at, and that's wide. Chesterfield move up a place, but we're doing poorly on possession, and Middlesbrough are definitely taking the game to us. Hector to stand there. Bradshaw tackles, and still we cannot strip them of the ball. Oh, this is bad. Good save by Muller. I think we'll go counter and fluid for a bit. They need to be taught to wake up. This is not good. Demand more. Aston Villa have gotten a goal against QPR. That is good news for us. But we need to take the lead in this game, or else it'll matter for naught. And Tomas Forza has no one to work with here, and it's gone to Nsue. He's found Statan there. Anderson, another poor shot. Chesterfield, I think, have not shown up to this game. We need to push higher up. I think it's a risk, but something has to be done. Come on, lads, wake up. Here we go. This is a little more hopeful. Kenji Gore to Pino and Target. A lot of players moaning about not getting first team football, and I'm trying to sort that out for them as best I can here. Stephen Kinsella, and a crack shot goes wide, but so far not so good. I want to win on the board. Thomas Forza is hurt, and he has to stay on the pitch for a little while longer. We're actually gaining positions now as other teams are losing points, and it's a poor clearance for Anderson and Hector over the bar. It's a very sunny Tuesday evening for me today, so there's a little glare on my screen, but we'll live and let live there. And a goal for West Brom puts us probably down the table again. I think that was a shocking first half performance, and something have to change. We'll go back up to standard. That might get us going a bit. Shoot on side, don't want that. And maybe a bit more penetrating play will be beneficial. But otherwise, the players cannot risk drawing again, and we're going to risk Forza staying on. I don't want to bring on Mesa too soon, but he is the man carrying this team, and he can be very proud of his captaincy so far in the first 3 months or so. And it's a long ball to the target man, not to be, but he's now got the ball at his feet. Over to Stephen Kinsella, good tackle by Nsue, and Palmer can tidy up the defence. Anderson, can he set up a counter-attack? Here's Brilliante to Bradshaw, excellent by Shanahan, but again he couldn't keep the ball. And Powell, I think that was two-footed. It's a red card. Callum Powell sent off for a needless, reckless challenge, and that has put a desperate spanner in the works now. That's a centre-back sent off, and that means Pino has to go into defence, and that is extremely bad. I think I think we'll bring on Lee Griffiths now. I don't want Forza risk anymore, and maybe the fact that Griffiths likes playing deeper down the pitch could help us out rather than Mesa, who is an advanced forward. But that is extremely stupid from Callum Powell, who's been pretty good this season. Not brilliant, but he needs to be played more, and that has done everything to wreck my interest in him for the next few games anyway. It's a deserved red card, and Steve Bruce will be he'll have no excuse to complain at me for having him on the bench around, and he's sent off, and it puts Middlesbrough in pole position to possibly win this game. It's over to Statan there. Brilliante, good save by Muller. Yeah, I think we need to retain the ball again. Yeah, this is poor. Here's Kenji Gore, free kick over the top. Chesterfield getting dominated at their own ground, and it's Davia over to Brilliante, Statan there, Anderson and Sua. Yet again they can't score. Disaster, it must be said, for Middlesbrough. They should be aiming to win this game. Kenji Gore, another flash set piece, and it's over. We're going to go back to standard. I think we have to give these guys a bit of trouble now. Demand more again. This is looking okay though. Ollie Banks, Shanahan, Boring, Gore, Griffiths. Oh, that would have meant the world to Lee Griffiths there, just wide. And we're going to make our second substitution. Who can we play? I think we'll put on Lenihan in centre midfield and leave Mesa till the end, hopefully, when we're still 0-0. But Lenihan will definitely win the ball in the midfield. With Shanahan risky that he's on a yellow card, I'll leave him alone. Muller, goal kick. Not won by Kinsella, but it is won by Boring. And a nice 1-2. Back to Griffiths. And over to Kenji Gore. Blocked. And cleared by Husband. And then Walton in goal. Short to Ayala. Palmer. Oh, it's a bad ball, but Pino is comfortable enough to intercept. Muller. Up we go. Great ball. Griffiths. Back to Kinsella. It's on his stronger right foot. Oh, great save. Well, I think now is Messa's time. We're going to bring him on, replacing Kenji Gore, and then we'll swap these two guys around, and Lee Griffiths can cut inside without a problem, and we'll put Mesa as a poacher today. See how that works. So pressure on the captain. It's his moment. He doesn't get to wear the armband officially, but we'll now hopefully see a bit of ascension here. No, counter-attack. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness that was cut out by Shanahan. Given away, but back to Pino and Kinsella to Brian Boring. Griffiths over to Mesa, and a splendid save. Back to Mesa. Oh, cleared by Middlesbrough, and they're not looking too comfortable either. And Pino comfortable, or he was solid there, getting the ball out of play and off the line from the keeper, who got his two palms to that. And Middlesbrough again, short corner. Statan there, cleared. Mesa has won a free kick. That's good. Chesterfield. Here we go. They got an opportunity here from a throw-in. Oh, it's not quite able to reach the Greek defender. Pino to Boring. And now to the wings with Target. And that's a stunning ball! Oh, it's offside anyway. Oh, Target. Well, talk about finding his mark. And injury news for Middlesbrough there, but it looks like another 0-0 for Chesterfield at home, unless it's Kinsella. Oh, no one was there. Griffiths out of position. Boring. Matthew Target. Kinsella. Mesa offside again. We've barely had a look at the championship table. I don't think it matters too much with another draw, but Chesterfield, what do you want to think about this? It's unbeaten in 4 now, but no wins. I really want to see some wins, and we haven't got it today. But yet again, we're down to 10 men, and we survived. So the players did much better in that second half, I thought. But I think we'll let them off the hook just to be nice. But the fans, I don't know what they'll think. But some solid performances from the wing backs and the centre backs spared our blushes, I think. But there you have it. We're up to 14th, but we're only 2 points clear of Middlesbrough, and QPR could even close the gap as well, despite losing to Villa. So overall, it's not the end of the world, but I want to get wins. 4-14 is okay, but 5-14 would have made such more pleasant reading. But you know, we're not out of it. We're only a point behind Everton. That's good as well. But yeah, we just want to get a win in one of these games, and now we have to go to Loftus Road and get a result. But yeah, that's pretty much all that needs to be said. Watford again getting a win, but it's just a matter of time. We need goals, and we're not getting them from too many sources this season. It was different last year with Kinsella scoring, but he's not able for it at the moment. But we have to get some results against QPR, Everton, because look at this for Christmas period. Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle and West Brom, they're all in the top 10, and that's going to be really challenging for us. But we'll read the inbox, see if there's anything else to be said. Tomas Forza 2 weeks out. Powell has been banned. We won't appeal. I don't think I can give him a punishment because he's on loan. I think don't appeal. Goalless Griffiths, yeah, okay. 5 without a win, but 4 are withdraws. So at the end of the day, you can't really complain. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll come back perhaps for this Arsenal game. We beat them at home last time. Maybe it's a little too soon. We could go for Newcastle either. It's entirely your choice. I'd love to know your opinions. But that'll be absolutely all for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and we'll speak again soon.